from Daly City, San Francisco, representing supernatural turntable artist, Swift Rock.
Wessex 1998 World Sekai All Over the World Champion is DJ SwiftRock!
優勝はアメリカの DJ SwiftRock.
Met him through a good friend of mine, young Dwayne Digger Ramos. Yeah, before we started all this stuff, I was a fan. You know, I was just going through life figuring out what I'm supposed to do. And then there goes this guy who's in high school, pretty much the same age as me, going after his passions. That's a big thing about him. Whatever he was passionate about, he found ways to execute and follow through. I admired him for being able to travel the world and see things that a regular teenager doesn't have the opportunity to do. He was definitely in a league of his own. He was truly unique.
Not everyone knows that he knew how to sing and he was passionate about singing. When I first met Brian, it was through Rainier. And Rainier introduced me to SwiftRock and Jarek, who both went to Jefferson and sang with Rainier. So they needed a fourth person. I was that guy. We practiced a couple times and we decided, hey man, we should try to start a group. And we named that group Soul, S-O-U-L, which stands for Sounds of Unique Lyric. You could tell Brian's passion was more about DJing. And especially because he was practicing and rehearsing for his upcoming DJ gig in Japan for the Vestex World Championship. So a lot of his time was allocated to just being potentially the greatest DJ in the world at that time. And I couldn't be mad at that. So fast forward about 10 years, because the singing thing was around 1997-ish. I reached out to him about potentially starting an events company that Brian Velasquez and I decided that we should start, along with some folks from San Jose.
The opportunity came across where we wanted to start our own events company, Boogie Events. First person I called is obviously my boy Digger, and he and I realized that without someone solidified in the business, in the game, who knows music upside down, we just knew we couldn't do it without someone like that. So first person that came to mind was Brian SwiftRock Lucas. Yes, he's our friend, known Digger since high school, known us forever, but we still respected him so much because he was a world champion. We got into our script, we started talking and chopping the game up and just catching up, and suddenly we let him know that we're gonna start an events company. Even before we got to finish our line and get into the rest of the script, SwiftRock said he was all in. And that's the kind of guy he is. He just supports his friends, he supports his family. He saw that there was passion behind us, so he wanted to support that passion. Without SwiftRock, I don't think I would have been doing this for 15, 20 years, to tell you the truth. He was there with us through the inception in San Jose, Santa Clara. He was there from Club Milk, Minna, Mighty, you name it. It was always SwiftRock headlining our stuff. One fond memory I have of SwiftRock, you just don't see this quality in a lot of DJs now. No offense to everybody out there doing their craft, but he was definitely a student of the game, always prepared, and a master at what he did. And my example is, we had the opportunity to open up Club Wet in San Jose. Talking about like 3 levels, all white leather seats, shark tanks, 30+ bottle service tables. And DJ SwiftRock was DJing the grand opening. So he starts playing, he's killing it. The dance floor is packed, everyone's vibing. Suddenly, I don't know, like a blue screen of death happened on his laptop. Any other person would have panicked and put the hands up and been like, I'm done. Young SwiftRock quickly, in a matter of seconds, went to his bag, grabbed a couple records, threw them on, boom, kept the party going while in his left hand troubleshooting his laptop. I've done so many events where DJs don't even bring their own Serato records. Any other DJ would have panicked at that moment. But that's another example of being a student of the game, always being prepared, and being a master at his craft. He's not trying to cheat. He's not trying to cut any corners. He just knew that be prepared for anything. His brother, when I was talking to him about this story, he was like, SwiftRock was prepared for war. Whatever's thrown at him, he's ready. He's prepared.
So SwiftRock forever. Y'all seen that hashtag. What does that mean to you? For me, it basically means, commemorating his life, making sure he lives forever through us.
SwiftRock was super passionate and didn't care what others thought. At least that's what I understood. And that's what I got from him. And he taught me to live without worry, be passionate. If you really enjoy something, go at it 1,000,000%. Give all you got. And if you give all you got, then you'll get what you deserve.
One huge thing that Brian taught me is just to be unique, be an individual and, just continue to strive to become great at what you do. And I use that lesson every day.